What's up? We got Constantine Season 1, Episode 1, Non-Est Asylum. So we will be starting Constantine Season 1. I've seen this show before. I watched it when I watched the Arrowverse last year. But this is my first time reviewing to it. I enjoyed it. It's a sad thing that this show, it's only a one season event, that NBC canceled it after one season. It's sad that the show, I remember liking it, but it's sad that it was only a one season current. But Constantine has continued to live on. Just because the show got canceled, he's continued to live on in other media in this universe. But this is the review for so this episode starts off at an asylum where we see John Constantine. And we see John Constantine. Yeah, and he says about how he's an exorcist. And yeah, so then he the dude that he's talking to doesn't believe in demons, and he thinks that a 9-year-old girl named Astra was murdered. But he's like, no, it was a demon. And he's like, demons aren't real. Then he's like, but then why are you telling me? So I have a meeting. We see cockroaches come out of a room. So John follows it and discovers a demon possessing a woman writing lived or something. So John does a spell to remove the demon out of her. So then we meet another main character in this episode. Yeah, a one episode character named Liv, so John knew her dad from a prior engagement. Yeah, but now a demon is trying to kill her, and a demon possesses her roommate, and that's when she meets John. And she's like, what is going on in her life? And he's like, hey, a demon is trying to hunt her down. She's like, why would a demon try to hunt her down? Because her dad was friends with John. And she's like, no, her dad died before she was made. But he's like, no, that's not true. Someone lied to you. So she confronts her mom about it, where she's about to tell her mom. That her dad was just some guy who she met at a concert who barely did money with her mom, and he didn't want anything to do with her or her mom. So then she sees her dead nan, and she goes creepy and creates black ooze from her mouth, and she's like, So John puts her into the spirit realm where we see a bunch of souls, and then a soul train passes by, but then her friend Talia, who is possessed by the demon, crashes into the store, and that's what they team up with Chaz, the best character of this show. Yeah, Chaz is the best character, So Chaz gets killed by a possessed wire, but guess what? He's not dead because he's the main character. So we never kill off a main character. Well, in Arrow they killed off Sarah, so I guess that can be the main character being killed off. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. So then Liv later learns that Chaz isn't dead because he has multiple lives. So yeah, Chad can't die in this show because he has multiple lives. Yeah. So then what happens is that they learn that we also meet Manny, John's protector guy, who's also who can move, can stop time with his hands, which is pretty cool and pretty awesome. That he can just stop time, and even when John touches the rune, it pours down, but it's able to stop. That is pretty cool. We also meet John. We also meet John's friend, who was there when Astra was kidnapped and kidnapped or killed, and John even had like of Astra being taken by that demon. That so yeah, the security guard gets possessed by a demon, and when John uses the spell, Lucifer turns into John himself. Wait, what? That's kind of confusing. And he turns at Astra, but John's able to do a spell. But when Liv realizes that's not really Astra, John's like, "How dare you use him?" And "How dare you use his memory of Astra?" and burns him back to HLO. So yeah, so Richie, I think his name tells. I think his name is Richie. Tells Liv to stay away from John, and then she goes back to her apartment to see another person has died, and now she's realized that John is bad and goes to California, and then May's like, "Hey John, you scared her away." And guess what? Liv never comes back into the show. She's just a one episode character, so the show forgets about her and introduces another female lead who we meet in the next episode. But yeah. So, but anyway. Yeah. So yeah, but then we see someone drawing pictures of John to end the episode. Okay, so this was Constantine, and I really enjoyed this pilot. It was really great. Sad knowing that this show is only a one season show, so after we're done episode 13, we'll be done with the show. But I think this show has an interesting premise. It's like a horror based show. It was on NBC. It wasn't on like CW. It was on NBC. Weird they say this show's an ever show, but it wasn't in. But it wasn't on the network where the Arrowverse does its shows. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, that was Constantine. I really enjoyed this pilot. It was really a really great pilot. Yeah, but I really enjoyed this pilot. I liked John. I liked Chaz. I liked Manny. I liked all the characters except for Liv, since she was like a one episode character. So that means she's just gonna go off to California and never be mentioned again. Which kind of sad. I kind of liked her character, but I guess she was only there to realize that John isn't really that good and. Okay, so. Yeah. You can know that the characters are demons when their face flashes like a skull. That's how you know that the character is possessed by a demon in this show. But yeah. But anyway, that was Constantine Season 1, Episode 1. And I'll see you next time on some more Constantine.